And I have downloaded an image of my alphabet. This is my handwriting. It might look like a 3-year-old's, but there we are. So I'm going to go to the letter B next. So I'm going to go Control-Shift-4. I'm going to screenshot the letter B. Then I'm going to go into birdfont over here. I'm going to double-click on the letter B. And I'm going to go over here to the Move, Resize, Rotate Background Image tool. Then I'm going to go to the folder, and I'm going to select my letter B. And because it's a screenshot, it's going to appear here as B. I'm going to open it up. I can position it the way I want, but you can also do that later. Then once I have, this is my background image, the next thing you want to do is you want to trace it. And to trace it, you go back, you click back on this button here, and then you click on this auto trace tool. Once it does that, it takes a bit of time depending on your computer. So over here in the corner, I can see that it's still processing. So it's doing the math, trying to trace this image. So just wait a little bit. So it'll probably take about 30 seconds or so. And then when it's done, I can then click this icon over here, and that gets rid of the background image. So now I have my letter here. So the next thing I want to do is I want to go to my resize button here. I resize, so I select, sorry, that happened a bit too fast. So I'm going to select my whole B, and I want to make sure to resize it so that it fits within these boundaries over here. So this boundary box. So I'm going to reposition it so that looks about right. You want to have roughly enough the same spacing between here and here. You can also, like, I'd rather you don't modify your font, but if you find your font stretches too far, you can also just click on it and kind of stretch it down and up and stuff to make sure it fits properly in there. But then you're obviously modifying your font from what you originally designed. So in my case, I'm going to do a little bit just so that it fits nicely, but not too much. Okay, so then, and just a quick note, so in your, I don't know why my computer's lagging right now, but if you decide, like if your font stretches out vertically from these boundary boxes, what you'll find is that the letters will run into each other, which might be what you want. Let's just say you're creating like a graffiti type font where you want letters to overlap, then you might want to actually stretch them out over these boundaries. And same thing, if you stretch them higher this way, that's going to affect your line spacing. So you might have less line spacing, so you can play around with that as well. Okay, so that's it for working on fonts. And then you do that, obviously, you go back to overview, and you can do that for all your letters. So now I have A, B, and you can continue doing that.